question is, are you interested in other people's points of view at all? So many a times, see, everybody can interpret anything. So what is called anything goes. But when I see the globally, even when you use the word liberal, what does liberal mean? What it means in the Western world is coming out of individualism. And individualism is part of Greek mythology. It's not global mythology. So our problem is we are given to assume that Western mythology is global mythology. It's not true. So what is liberalism? Freedom to do whatever I want is an individualistic idea. It is a reaction to collectivism, which is part of biblical mythology, which is also Western. So when you look at the Western world, you need to understand that there is a conflict between the Greek way of thinking, which is individualistic, and the biblical way of thinking, which is collective. This liberal, but in India, you have another word for liberalism or liberal. It's called moksha, freedom. It is much older than, now where do you locate moksha in liberal arts? Because liberalism is freedom to do what I want versus, so liberty in society. Moksha is liberty from society. Now, will your liberal arts students learn about moksha? Is moksha part? Now, when you talk about moksha, now that's a very different way of now. Is moksha taught in liberal arts schools in other parts of the world? So what has happened is, unfortunately, the university system is tilted towards valorizing Western ideas. Only now people are questioning it. Oh, there is other ways of thinking. The Chinese think very differently. The Confucian thinking is different. Taoist thinking is different. Hindu thinking is different. Jain thinking is different. Buddhist thinking is different. So these Greek and biblical models that shape the world are creating conflict because they're both in odds with each other. And that's the thing. So when you talk about liberal arts, it's about liberty. But what do we mean by liberty? Is my liberty at the cost of your liberty acceptable? Because most Western ideas are very isolationist, my way or the highway. It is not relationship driven. Because the individual and the collective does not talk in terms of relationship. It doesn't talk about 2 people in the room, 4 people in the room. It talks about the tribe, or it talks about the person. So group versus individual. But between the group and the individual, there's something called like a people, and now people are using words like network. But even that does not draw attention to 2 people talking. Upanishads is 2 people talking. You have ideas, I have ideas. This is not part of Western thought. They will only talk of 2 people talking in terms of Hegel, and it all comes down to argument, and ultimately it comes down to one truth. They are not comfortable with multiple truths existing. Only now they're talking about diversity and plurality for the last 10 years.